Dr. LMadu, and the topic is commercial and business investments in Africa. And in a real sense, Dr. LMadu, I think, as we've said earlier, that Africa is again open for business. Let's continue that.
Yeah, and you know, if you want to do business in Africa, then you say, well, what am I going to invest in? What do they have? Of course, you have oil and gas, you know, in Nigeria, in Angola, Congo, Republic of the Congo, in Brazzaville, in Gabon, you know, in Cape Verde, Sao Tome, Equatorial Guinea. They all have oil. You go to Niger, they have uranium in Niger. They have uranium in Gabon, and part of Chad. You know, then in agricultural products, you know, there's a lot of agriculture, you know, to import and export. Then you have the food processing, and a lot of that in Africa. You have a lot of what do I call it? Technical, you know, computers, etc., etc. These are some of the things you can invest in. You know, then once you say, well, how do I get there? And if I get there, how do I start? You know, the first thing is make sure if you want to go to Africa, number one, you have to have contacts. You know, you have to have contacts. Find some reliable organizations or individuals with access to power in Africa to guide you on where to go to. You know, secondly, you know, you have an agent. You know, when you do that, you can find an agent. Say, okay, I want you to be an agent in this particular country, you know, to help me navigate.
Okay.
And of course, you know that most of the economy in Africa is mixed economy, you know, what we call mixed economy, some socialized, some capitalist, you know, kind of mixed. And about 80% is government control. At times 90% is government control. So you have to deal with the government in order to do business.
Respect.
Exactly.
In order to do business
in Africa, you have to deal with the government. So you have
no private enterprise to the extent that the government is not involved.
That's correct. So you have to have an agent who has some contacts and connections to those who in power in order to be successful in doing business in Africa. You know. So when you have these things, then the next question is this: having done this, what is the cultural listen? Every system, every country has its own cultural, you know, what you call business culture. There's a business culture in the United States, there's European business culture, there's Chinese business culture. So you have to be able to understand this culture now to do business. For example, in Africa, in some countries, you can't use your left hand to shake somebody's hand or eat. It's regarded as an insult. Now, in most of the countries in Africa, when you go to do business, you have to at least sit down with those, you know, and talk. You know, they might spend 1 hour asking you about your grandmother, your grandfather, your sisters, your brothers, family, and all that. So you have to be patient and go, exactly, just go along with